I mean, he's a big man, for starters. I mean, he's a big man, but he never really ever makes you feel that you are here and he is here, regardless of the title that he has.
If you mention Dean Munson, everyone would get this smile on their face, be like, oh yeah, like Dean Munson's like the coolest guy.
He's got a really strong sense of what's needed for a place to achieve that next level of achievement of greatness.
I was really surprised at how one person can make an entire organization feel welcome.
Well, Dave spent an outstanding decade as Dean of our School of Engineering, and he really took it from being a very good school to being an outstanding school.
He understood where the college was at the time and where it needed to go next.
So he had the vision to actually establish 3 different interdisciplinary programs.
International experiences, entrepreneurship, and multidisciplinary design.
You don't come up with that just by sitting in your office and reading email. You do that by getting out and learning the environment, but also being knowledgeable about what's out there.
And then what he did was he empowered people to enact that vision.
Building that really great team and giving them the freedom to exercise and to implement that vision.
He brainstorms, which means that the ideas are not just his.
And it becomes a collaborative effort as opposed to something that's dictated.
His vision is our vision, and so we're all rowing in the same direction accordingly.
Dave is a real big picture person, and I think very attracted to collaborative, interdisciplinary enterprises on all different fronts.
He really did think about the university as a whole, and he thought about how the College of Engineering could play into the institution.
He brought in other deans as collaborators to a degree we hadn't seen before.
We really thought that it would enhance not only the research, but very importantly, the education.
One of the reasons Dave got involved was, well, certainly his own love of the arts, but also I think he recognized a tremendous opportunity for his discipline.
We like to see engineering as one of the schools of creativity at Michigan. It's next to art and design, it's next to music, theater, and dance, it's next to architecture and urban planning. That kind of integration of those units was something that when Michigan created this North Campus, that was sort of the dream, and no one had ever made it real. Dave made it real.
Dave brought, along with all of his other attributes, a real sense of fun to our work.
He takes the work very seriously, but he doesn't take himself too seriously. So there's a lot of laughter, a lot of joy, a lot of fun, but we get a lot of really good work done.
Sometimes he's more formal and more official because he has to be, but he's still the same caring, compassionate person.
He's a deep thinker, I must say. And that, I think, is something which I really, really, really grew to admire.
He's just so completely student-focused, it's crazy.
He wanted to work with the students and be an advocate for the students.
Dave believes to the core in the academic values that he talks about, of educating future leaders.
Helping them achieve their aspirations. That's really, I think, what makes him a great educator.
He has been one of the most instrumental and influential mentors that I've had, and I know that my journey to getting to where I am now would not have been possible without him.
He also appreciates the incredible role alums do play. And it's beyond philanthropy, but it's about being a network. I think he views alums as being part of the family, if you will, of any higher educational institution.
I always knew that some lucky institution was going to end up with Dave Munson as president.
President is a terrific and perfect role for Dave.
I think he's going to be a phenomenal, phenomenal president. And I say that unreservedly.
This is an all-in job, being a dean or being a university president. And Dave's wife, Nancy, will be a superb partner.
Nancy's one of the most dynamic people, funniest people I think I've ever met.
Yeah, Nancy's a hoot. She's a great compliment to Dave. She's also a people person, a lot of fun, a lot of energy.
She just really makes you feel welcome. And she just has this contagious smile that you can't resist.
She is such a giving soul, loves to just connect with people and loves to connect with students and appreciates diversity.
She is a really excellent partner in all that Dave did as dean, and will similarly be a superb partner as he assumes this university presidency.
A president has to look both inward and lead the inside of the university, and then look outward, project the university's image to alumni, government leaders, people in the Rochester community, and all of those Dave would be outstanding at.
He always has some vision or some idea, and that combined with his ability to just listen and see what the students or the faculty and staff, what they want and what they need.
Because every organization is different, and he'll adapt to what the fundamental features are of RIT that you all never want to change, but he'll also help lead you to a path that I think will bring a lot of success.
His leadership, his presence will make him a superb university president.
It is the coolest thing. And I say that from the perspective of, for all the students, for all the faculty, for all the staff who are at RIT, they're just gonna be blown away by his charisma, his style, his size, his ideas, and his ability to transform his ideas into reality with people around him. I don't think RIT knows what they're in for.